Nithyananda, I wanted to share with you something that Swamiji has been talking about recently, and it has been a very powerful experience personally as well. The satsangs a couple of days ago, Swamiji spoke about how the whole education system has become redundant after Google has come. The analogy is basically that we used to memorize all these mathematical tables, etc., how to do addition, multiplication, etc. But as soon as the calculator came, that whole knowledge became redundant because you could easily do that by just pressing a few buttons on a calculator and getting the results. Similarly, our knowledge system so far that we've been growing up with, especially in India, growing up, the whole British-based system was always focused on knowing certain facts and understanding, be it in terms of geography or history, or even in terms of physics, maths, the sciences also, just based on understand, not even understanding, but actually remembering certain facts and being able to reproduce that in a certain way. Now, if all these facts are easily available through a search engine like Google, this whole system basically falls apart because the whole basis of it is based on how much we can remember. And once that becomes redundant or irrelevant, then we have to relook at education as a whole. And that is what Google has done as a search engine, where you can basically get any answers to pretty much any question that you want in a fairly detailed way, with all the steps on how to get the answers as well. What Swamiji is doing is firstly giving us this understanding that this whole education system that we've had till now has become redundant, and the faster we wake up to it, the more powerful it is for us to start leading powerful lives. What is missing, given that we have all this knowledge available that we can apply, is to understand that we are all very powerful beings and living with extraordinary powers. They call Shaktis. Once we start manifesting Shaktis, which is definitely not possible through Google, that's when a combination of that with the data that's there, basically the data system that's there of knowledge, all the knowledge that's needed, being able to apply that in the most powerful way and be able to use that and do a lot of things beyond just the knowledge-based system. When you start manifesting Shaktis, that's when the true revolutions are going to come about in the life that we're all leading. This is not a future-based thing that I'm talking about. We have thousands of us devotees from all across the globe, from 4-year-olds or even younger to much older, 70, 80-year-olds, who are manifesting extraordinary powers, be it the ability to scan bodies and without any machines and see what's going on in internal organs, being able to read while blindfolded, really being able to answer any question, be it logical, from the art space, anywhere, without referring to even to Google for that matter, being able to access all that information just by downloading it. Also, having power over matter. These are the kind of things which make you realize that, wow, there is so much more that we could be doing. And where we are stuck right now on remembering, okay, where the Battle of Plassey when was that battle fought, to World War II details, to who was the head of certain states, etc., etc. Data that's so easily available at our fingertips now. We still are, or so much of education system is still based on remembering all these random facts that really don't add any value. So, combining these Shaktis that Swamiji is initiating the whole world into, and using research, having this knowledge of how to use Google effectively, what you call Google confidence, right? Building that out. That's a term Swamiji has coined. Having the confidence and training us, people, to all of us, including the next generation, to be able to understand how we can use search engines and get the right information and data at our fingertips. Really combining that with these Shaktis so that we can all get answers in the most amazing way to solve the problems that we are currently facing in life and future problems. That's what is going to make this whole change come about. This new species that Swamiji is creating. I can really see that happening on a day-to-day basis. It's still in a fairly nascent stage, but you can really see the nucleus of it forming in a really powerful way. So I invite all of you to be part of it, all of us to be part of it, because when we jump in and become part of it, that's when we can bring about the change that we truly deserve and live this new world order that we all need to be in. So the most powerful vehicle to make that happen is the 23-day retreat called Inner Awakening. We have one coming up starting on July 25th in Bangalore, India. Why don't you all come join us, come be part of it, see how you can make this transformation happen, start expressing these amazing powers for ourselves, have this knowledge of what this Google confidence really is about, and realize what a different world we could be living in. And this is not just for kids from an education point of view, but also practical world problems that we are facing on a day to day basis. Knowing that you can get all the facts that you want, beat all the statistics that you need, etc., and then having the consciousness, the super consciousness, to know what to do with it, to reach the right answers and right conclusions, and without making it a big effort. That is how we're all supposed to live life and meant to live life. And it's a beautiful way to live it. Come be part of it. Come join in. Many ways to make that happen. Ping me if you need any more details. I'd love to share more. So look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for your listening, and have a great day. Thank you.